Hello, everyone. I'm Armstrong Williams. It is Wednesday, February 20. April 21st. February. Man, thank you all so much for joining us. I don't know if you've noticed, if you read my postings and my video blogs and my written blogs and my Twitters. I try so hard to find a reason and just scorch the earth of politics and policy to try to find balance with the president and Congress. I really try hard to support them. You saw my column recently about unprecedented challenges. And I try to give the president the benefit of the doubt because no one can be in office and not do many things that are good. And I wrestle sometimes when I read your comments on my Facebook, and you're pretty harsh and terse in your constructive criticism of the president. And so as I was preparing to communicate with you in this way this morning, I realized that you guys have integrity, you have principles, you really believe that the president's policies are just dead wrong, that it's just not going to improve, expand our way of life down the road. And that's a hard pill for some people to swallow. I read some of the comments. This is really about the comments on the Facebook. And no matter what the president does, you always find something good. You never find a reason to criticize him. And you just feel that he can do no wrong. Well, no one can do no wrong. That's pretty preposterous. And look, in all fairness, yes, he did inherit a mess. But I got to tell you, his policies have not done much or very little or nothing to make matters better. In fact, I actually think his policies are making things worse. I mean, from cap and trade to healthcare that they want us to forget about and start focusing on regulating Wall Street and these financial institutions after the Goldman Sachs embarrassment. America is really tinkering on the brink of collapse and disaster. I'm not even sure that the president understands how an economy should effectively work. And it baffles me that many people embrace his policies towards Israel and his further embracing many of these rogue nations and just clearly enemies of the United States. And look, my criticism is, is because I care. I want him to succeed, but look, you got to give people something to work with. I've come to the conclusion that many of the postings on this Facebook page are pretty spot on. The president and the direction he's taking this country is pretty frightening, and we just don't like it. And we have hope that he can get better. We have hope that somehow or another he will have a transformative moment, that a light will go off in his head, and he will just realize that his policies, they just don't work. And it doesn't, and to me, they seem to get progressively worse. Now, if I'm wrong, I know some of you who strongly support the president is going to challenge me on this. You're going to challenge the other comments. But I got to tell you, I've concluded that basically many of the comments are pretty accurate. And that's even a sad commentary because it's truly an indictment of the president and his policies and the direction that he's taken this country and his refusal to listen to we the people. The American people should have the first, the last, and all the say in the final policies that you guys are trying to just institute in this country. They're just not going to work, and it's going to end up destroying the good will that you built in the long run. I'm Armstrong Williams.